Aloha everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are finally going to get into my February BoxyCharm base box. So there's a funny little story about that. Is I usually get my BoxyCharms much earlier in the month, and I did, except FedEx marked it as delivered, but when I got home that day, it was not there. So I'm pretty sure someone stole it off my front porch. But BoxyCharm was awesome enough to send me another box to make up for that. Even though it wasn't their fault it got stolen off my porch, it was the person who stole it. But I did originally, and this is another thing, I originally picked the QMS I whatever as my choice item. But then when I went to add-ons, I realized my color of foundation was sold out. So I was like, well, I want to try the foundation. So I went back in, chose the foundation, and added on the QMS eye serum, or eye whatever. And then I got a confirmation email a few days later saying that I would be getting the serum. So then I was like, well, poop. So then I went and I added on the foundation. And then when I got my shipping notification, I noticed the weight was a little heavy for a QMS product variation. So I was like, okay, maybe I am getting the foundation. And I got my virtual card that says what's in the box, and it listed the foundation, but of course I never got it. So I'm really glad I added on the foundation. And I'm glad I added on the eye serum because in this box there is neither. We will get to that. When I saw the weight of this variation, which was 2 pounds, I was like, okay, definitely not getting the foundation or the serum. So anyways, you open it up. This is what it looks like. BoxyCharm is a $25 a month box, and you should get 4 full-size items in it. Usually there are 5, but I think it promises 4 to 5. So the first, and this also does not have a card. I probably will not also be getting a card in email because they just sent this out with a batch that was going out after I emailed them. So this is what I'm getting. The first thing I'm very happy about, it is the Alamar Cosmetics brush set. I've already used some of the items. I have them on my face today. So the first one is a complexion brush. I used this one for my blush. Might actually still have some on there. So it's very nice, very soft, pretty kind of coppery color. The next one is the brightening brush, and I use this to set my under eyes with powder, and I usually do powder on the bridge of my nose, right in my cupid's bow area, and then underneath my lip. I did a little bit on my forehead too, because that is where I usually sweat throughout the day, so that's why I do that. And then the last thing is the bronzer brush, and I use that for my bronzer. I saw someone the other day kind of like flick it up, and I actually like it. It has a fun little kind of texture on the top. They're very soft, very nice. They blend things out pretty well. I'm excited to get that. The other thing you could have gotten besides the Alamar brush set was a set of 3 Luxie sponges, and I just don't reach for my sponges that much. If you are a sponge fanatic, let me know down below. I prefer myself some brushes, so I'm excited that I got the brushes. The next thing I used this morning as well, it's the Facial Radiance Pads by First Aid Beauty, and this has 28 pads in it. So it's supposed to help exfoliate, tone, and brighten. So instead of my toner pad this morning, I usually get a cotton round, put some toner on it, and blah blah blah. But I used this instead. I seem to like it. I've only used it once, so I can't attest to it being fabulous or anything, but I like it so far. The next thing is this Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. It says Energize and Rescue with aloe, coconut water, and probiotics. So this has some pretty nice ingredients in it, like squalane, which my skin loves squalane. It's supposed to be closest to the skin your skin naturally produces, and there's like some aloe and stuff like that. So I did use this under my makeup. I am not the biggest proponent of primers. Usually they don't do much for my skin. I did like this one I've only used it once. It does say silicone free, which is great. But it's 1 fluid ounce. Again, I don't know the retail prices of any of this stuff because I didn't get my card. But of all the primers I've tried, I actually really do like this one, so I probably will be continuing to use it. And yeah, and it smells pretty good too. So excited about that. I might throw all my other primers away. The next thing I got is actually a repeat item for me. It's the Touch and Soul Glassy Skin Balm Pretty Filter. Packaging is really pretty. This one is still in the package. It's actually in here. I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to set this one aside for a future giveaway. I already have this one. This is the one I got. I don't even remember what month it is. I've used about half of it. It has a perfumey smell to it. It's not a bad smell. It's just a perfumey smell. And so you dip into it, you think it'd be like a lotion consistency, but once you start to rub it in, it actually kind of turns into a little bit like water. So I'll let you kind of see that. So there it is. Oh, there it is on the back of my hand, and then you rub it in. I don't even know if you'll be able to tell, but it's kind of like a watery consistency. And it's nice. I don't reach for it super often, just due to the simple fact I do have a lot of moisturizers and things like that, and it is a little like perfumey for my personal taste. But even that being said, I have used about half of it, and I can't recall the month we got it in, but this says 12 months on it, so I know it's been at least within 12 months, so I should be good. The last thing I have, this did come in bubble wrap, but I did use it this morning for my eyes, so that is what is on my eyes today. Is the iconic London Day to Slay eyeshadow palette. This is just the sleeve it comes in. This is what it looks like. It's kind of thick, maybe like an inch thick, but this is what she looks like. Now, if you notice a divot in that shade, that I threw the protector away because when I was closing my palette, the protector kind of dug into that shade. So I threw it away because I didn't want that to happen to the rest of my shades. So this taupe to taupe shade is what I used as my transition right here in the crease, and then blended it. And then I dipped into this deep brown shade right here called Deep Soul. I put that in the outer corners of my eye. And then I used a brush to apply this pretty peach fizz shade on my lid. And then I just love the look of this shade. It's like a shimmery shade. And that divot is not from my protector. That's from a little brush I used to put it in my inner corner and just dab a little bit with my finger on my eye because I had to use that shade. It's so pretty. It's like this pretty glittery thing. So it's a very, very neutral palette. I have a lot of these colors in my collection already, but I was a teeny tiny bit disappointed I got the palette just because we're supposed to be getting like 3 palettes next month because I chose the Tarte palette in my Boxy Luxe, and then everyone's getting the Hello Charmer palette from BoxyCharm, and then in my premium we're all getting the Moroccan, I think, the Moroccan palette from Fenty. So I'll be getting a lot of palettes. But I love getting palettes. Even though it wasn't my first selection, I probably would have chosen all 3 because I did choose the QMS, and then I went back and added it on. Then I chose the Becca, and then I went back and added it on. So I would have loved the Kate Somerville serum, but you know what? I love a palette. I'm gonna just swatch a few. This is the Girl Boss shade. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see, what other shades do I want to do? So that was a kind of shimmery one. Let's do a matte. Let's do this Bellini shade right here. Okay, and then I'm going to do the Icon shade that I just had to use because it was so pretty. So this one is Girl Boss, this one's Bellini, and this one is the Icon shade. Very pretty, and they seem to apply rather nicely. I do have the Glassy Skin Balm on the back of my hand, but I think they say you can use that as a primer anyways, so super pretty. The matte seems a little more patchy than the other ones, but you can go in, you can build it up. That's the second layer. So I'm excited to play around with this palette a little bit more. Again, not my first choice, but I am just pleased as punch that Boxy decided to send me a second one. Anyways, they did not have to at all, so I am overjoyed that I even have anything to unbox this month, because due to porch thieves, I might have not had it. So we have the palette, we have the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer, we have the Glassy Skin Balm, so kind of two primers in the same box, but like I said, I'm not going to judge this as I would a normal box anyways, because I'm just happy to have it. So this is not the most exciting thing yet, especially since I already have a half full one. The actual product, I have not opened it, I have not even taken it out of the box, going aside for a future giveaway. This is the one I had from a few months ago whenever I chose this. So there's that. Then we have the Facial Radiance Pads from First Aid Beauty. I've always liked things I get from First Aid Beauty. This is no different. I don't mind taking toner and putting it on a pad, but I'll probably use these up first just because of the simple fact that they're a little more convenient. You just open it up, it's already pre-soaked, you use it as you would a toner, and it's supposed to exfoliate, tone, and brighten, which sometimes my skin can get a little dull, so I like that a lot. And then probably my favorite item from this box would have to be the Alamar brushes. I know I get brushes a lot, but I love brushes. I actually just recently washed my brushes after way too long of not washing them, and I washed about 69 brushes, and that wasn't even all of my brushes, because there are a few sets that I have that I haven't used that much, so I didn't wash those. But yeah, so now I have more to add to my collection, and these are really nice too, so I'm excited to play around with these a little bit more. But all in all, even though I didn't choose anything in here, I think it was a pretty good box for a kind of last minute, here, let's get you this, we're sorry someone stole your box kind of thing. Again, BoxyCharm did not have to do that. I am so happy they did, though, because I am very excited about the brushes. I will definitely use the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads, and I actually do like that primer. Like I said, I don't even really know for sure if primer does a whole lot for me, but that one seems to actually do something. So, and it is hydrating and does smell really nice. So I don't remember exactly what it smells like. I'm gonna try to see if I can smell it and let you guys know what this smells like, but I do like it. Okay, I probably shouldn't have put it on the hand with the with the Classy Skin Balm, because that's all I can smell. It smells like candy. Like a sweet tart almost? Maybe a little, like, sweeter than that? I don't know. It smells nice. I don't know what's in here that it smells like, but it smells good. Coconut? It says coconut water, but I don't really smell, like, coconut isn't the first thing I smell. I smell something else that's sweet, but I don't. Oh, this olive fruit oil? No, that's probably not it. Pineapple fruit extract? Maybe it's a little pineapple-y. It's definitely fruity. Jasmine? That could be it. I don't know. It just, whatever it is, it smells good. Whatever it is, it smells really nice. And I think of all the primers I've ever tried, and I have a lot, I think that was one of my favorites. So even though it was kind of a bit of a it stuck to my finger. Even though it was a bit of a situation this month, I am pleased with my box. I will use everything in it. The only thing I won't be using, of course, is the Glassy Skin Balm by Pretty Filter, or by Touch and Soul, because I already have it. But that will be going to one of you guys in the future when I do a giveaway. I have a bag full of stuff that I plan on giving away. I think I might do it once I reach 100 subscribers. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it. But give this video a like if you like it, a dislike if you don't. That kind of helps me gauge what content you guys like. I love unboxing my BoxyCharm, so I hope you do too. But if you do get BoxyCharm, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you got in your box this month, and if we are box twins, or if you got something completely different and what you thought of it, or what you thought of my box if you don't. But Whether you like or don't like, subscribe or don't subscribe, comment or don't comment, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye!